Welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys, where the group chat becomes a podcast. Hi, I'm Joe.
I'm Scott.
And I am Bruno.
And this is very new.
This is different.
We love a change of scenery for sure.
We love a change of scenery. While Bruno's been visiting us in Wales, we're in Wales still. We're in a different venue.
Do a little tour.
We're in Joe's house. We're in Joe's house. And if you're listening to this on anywhere you get your podcasts, it'll be very different to how you're seeing it on the Peppercorn Boys on YouTube, because you can see we're all together. Joe's Christmas tree is still up.
It's beautiful. It's very festive.
Still there.
It is. It's a new year.
Vibe.
Same tree.
Is that bad luck?
No, 12 days after, isn't it?
12 days.
Goodness.
Hey, well, this is it. That's what they're saying, isn't it, Joe?
I've heard that.
This is what they're saying.
Yeah.
No, but we are still in Wales. Bruno's with us. We're all together. So we thought, you need to see us all together, because even the last podcast, it felt like we were in two different venues, even though we were about half a metre apart.
Yeah.
So I thought, hey, what better place to do it than Joe's house? And we are here, new year, new Peppercorn Boys. Well,
Got some doggos as well.
we have, if again you are seeing this on YouTube, we've got two dogs. We've got Saffron and we got Cavi Lady, because the other dog that Joe has is a nightmare.
And he's upstairs.
So
It would have been fun though.
It would have been chaotic. The audio would have been horrific.
He would have given his opinion, I think.
It would have been horrific. But let's get down to biz, because we're here on the Peppercorn Boys. And you dirty little peppercorns that are listening, get this in your ear rolls right this second. It is a new year. So what does everyone say?
New year, new me.
New year, new B. Because Bruno's the type of guy.
I did. Hey, hold on. I thought we were putting that to the end
We're pushing it back.
of the podcast, like a little bit, because we need to before we know where we're going, we need to know where we come from.
Oh,
Wow.
deep.
And Scott had quite a little treacherous start to the morning.
I've not had the best
to
day.
get it. No.
I've not had the best day. So we broke up. We woke up early today to get over here. Wales is wet. And
You're telling me.
Yeah, where in which we live is very slippery. It's very...
Dewy.
Yeah, it's dewy. You know, that's the best way to put it. It's wet. There's railway sleepers.
Yeah.
They're slick. I got into my best threads. I'm not too chuffed about the fact that I look just like Bruno right now.
I didn't get the memo on the
ouch.
colours.
Because from what I heard, black trousers with a navy top is not the way to go.
It's a faux pas,
Hey,
some would say.
here we are. Who would have thought it?
Yeah, who would have thought it?
You're both doing it.
Look at us.
Look at us. So we are here, and I got into... I'm going to tell you what I was dressed as, because I was pretty chuffed about it. I had nice blue jeans on. Go ahead, Bruno. Did you want to say something?
No, carry on.
Nice blue jeans. I had a Binford Tools long sleeve white jumper.
Very nice.
From the Home Improvement TV show.
Oh.
It's actually slightly toxic, that shirt, and I was going to bring it up on the show because it says real men don't need instructions or something on it, which is very toxic.
So toxic.
But so true. No, I'm kidding. And then I had a black and white nice check winter jacket.
Sounds lovely.
And I've prided myself on how I've dressed on all these podcasts. New shirts, different hats. I've got no hat today.
To be honest, I think it might have been like the podcast gods, because I'm pretty sure that was the same shirt you wore for the Christmas episode. The last one before we... And you had the gall to be like, Bruno's not festive at all, in the denim overshirt. And you're like, look at me.
Was I?
Yes.
So, hey, it was the gods.
There we go.
And the gods thought Scott should take a back bump on the ground. So the gods aren't happy with me, it seems.
Yeah.
I was opening a gate for Bruno, and as I went to shut Zed gate, I took a back bump down a hill, and my legs went up and scissored in the air, big scissor guy. And I landed on probably quite high on the back and neck.
Did you?
I'll describe it as when you take a tiger bomb.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Real high.
You know, a real high on the neck. And I knew it was bad because when I looked to my right while I was laying in a puddle in very white clothes, Bruno was already bringing his window down because he must have seen this action.
All I saw was the aftermath of it, of Scott on the floor.
Yeah, I was stunned.
Like, oh no.
I was on the ground.
The boy was muddy.
And I had a monster in my hand, so I had to run, put that in the car. Bruno cleaned it up for me, I think. And I ran back into the house. I got a tight pair of black jeans that are very uncomfortable on. I've got a navy top that doesn't match with it. But it's a different shirt. Yeah. And this is new, and maybe my day's turning.
Maybe.
The worm has turned. That's what they say. And I'm not the worm. That's a saying, Bruno.
Is it?
The worm has turned. It's a saying.
I've never heard that one. I've heard the tide is turning.
Yeah.
I've never heard the worm.
You would have just heard that because that's really basic. That's kind of basic. But I've got a navy blue sea bass shirt on or something. I don't know.
I think I had a fishing shirt on last time. Yeah.
It's a soy crew, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I don't know, I'm just not as chuffed considering we're all in person. Joe's got a lovely jumper on. Bruno's got a nice... There's a texture to that jumper, I must admit. I didn't notice until the second. and then I've got this trash on. But no, I fell on the way here.
Yeah.
And then we went and got Starbucks for you on the way.
Yeah.
Got a coffee. The lovely lady that's always in there got us the coffees. Perfect. There was a lady that was a bodybuilder in there.
I've seen her before.
Always
She
in
goes
there.
to the gym, just nearby.
She's jacked.
Yeah.
And we left. And it turns out my coffee was just milk.
They do that a lot.
And it just wanted out of that cup.
Yeah.
Because it covered then, Scott.
Yeah, so I had the little 4 deal with all of them in, and only mine one was just jumping out, and it was covering my jacket. So, hey, the fact that I'm even here, you should be chuffed. And I am the talk of the show.
You've done so well. You've done so well.
Someone say I'm Scott is Dunzo.
Yes, no, that doesn't work. Bruno is done so.
Bruno is done.
But Bruno is the type of guy. Go on. Let's hear this one. Let's hear
It's
what you
New
got this
Year.
week.
I'm just saying, Bruno's the type of guy that would sleep through New Year's, and that's all I've got. And it's the fact that
you can't. No.
there's a story.
Yes, carry on. Go on.
Realistically, we should. This is actually a benefit. Bruno slept through one New Year's.
Yep.
That I'm aware of.
I think I might slip through a few.
Well, this is it. You are the type of guy. There was one New Year that I'm thinking of where you actually fell asleep in a fetal position at me and my family's feet.
Yeah.
While Jules Holland was bringing in the New Year. But you had worked very long shifts. Ooh, nanny. And Bruno had worked long shifts, so I'm not really going to rip into that. But Bruno, a couple of years ago, I'm fairly sure you slept through Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, definitely Christmas and New Year a couple of years ago.
Right the way through.
Right the way through.
Like, as in, like,
Literally,
didn't wake
I have
up.
no recollection of... That's
Recollection.
That's 2 podcasts in a row.
Recollection
of anything that really happened on the Christmas day a couple of years ago, and I vowed that would never happen again, because I know we said in the last podcast Bruno's the type of guy, or 2 podcasts ago, that doesn't get in the Christmas spirit at all.
No, it doesn't.
And I'm not that guy, so I need to. I'm trying to change that for sure. But yeah, the New Year's that you were on about was deep into my catering stuff. So we work up until about 11:30 at night, and then I scooted over to the Bishops, because pretty much I think for a good stint
Government
there,
name, yeah. That's my family name, yeah, look it up. Go ahead. Yeah. There's a government name. Find everything out about us. No, I'm good with that. Hey, I'm out there. I'm a celebrity.
Sorry. So I went back to the oars.
Did you say what?
What?
Did you say what? What did you say? Or?
All right, I went back to Scott and Joe's.
Well, full name now.
Now you've got the full name. Scott Bishton. Look it up.
Postcode?
You won't find me on Facebook.
Their social security.
Try
is-
saying the house name.
No, I don't want to, because I know that.
Yeah, like Joe said, say the hamster's name. What did you say?
The
It
house
was Jimmy. It was Jimmy Bishton. The hamster. It's actually gerbil.
what's
He's called roller
Rodri?
coaster. Rodri. You think we can't call our gerbil Rodri?
Name off the enemy.
Yeah,
Now we had a free rat in the house. Yeah, and he was called Gerald.
You Gerald.
I don't know. I think I made that.
However, there was a good stint where I think I spent New Year's with you from about 05 maybe 04 to about 2012 maybe.
Well, you went home in that
well-
time. Go ahead.
Every New Year I did, and obviously towards the tail end of that, I was chefing. So the more I got into the chefing,
The more tired you
part
got.
of it, when I came back, I was done. My whole Christmas period was done. It was like, it's the busiest time of the year. It is exhausting.
At this time of year, you got to respect hospitality.
Yeah.
They put it in.
Yeah.
They put it. Hey, Starbucks just missed up my whole coffee, so they must be putting it in.
Yeah, that's bad.
Talking of putting it in,
All right.
Bruno is the type of guy.
Bruno is the type of guy that would put it all in.
He would, yeah.
But he also is Bruno Estanzo.
Yeah.
But I just want to say Bruno Estanzo at hotmail.com if you want to get hold of him. But just because, if we're government naming, we need to get some emails out there.
Is that still active, that one?
Is that still active? Is that everyone?
No, Bruno's done.
What was your MSN? Find that.
Mine was Brum Rules.
You were Brum Rules.
Yeah.
Is that still active?
That's still active, yeah.
Okay, I won't say the rest of that then, because
No.
there's a number there, I believe,
Yeah, there
and some
was,
other
yeah,
bits.
yeah, yeah.
You still a messenger?
I don't use it, but it's still active, I think.
ASL?
Go ahead.
No.
You want to know mine?
Yeah, well.
23.
Yeah. All right.
I'm male.
Yeah.
I'm in Wales. It's coy, wasn't it?
So cool.
There was something really perverted about all of it as well.
It's so cool. It's the way that you started that.
That's what they're saying. It's so coy.
Yeah.
I was sickboy 1983 at hotmail.com.
There you go, and that's still active. So there you go,
I
guys.
don't think it is.
No, I had one that was. I think it was. I don't want to bring it on because that's real active. That one. But awesome, thank you. I was going to bring up Playboy Party Boy 89. Was my OG MSN name because I was a big Chris Pontius guy.
Yeah, you were.
And obviously a big Playboy guy.
Exactly.
Big Hefner guy. Me.
Yeah.
Is Hefner still with us?
No.
You know, I think my wife was watching there's a doc on it about Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
And
That
how seriously bad it was. Yeah. It was awful.
Could anyone, were we ever thinking that it was a good place to be?
I think Nelly and Justin Timberlake tried to make us seem it like it was.
Oh.
When they did that. That video is crazy.
Hey, now, if Justin Timberlake can't if he can't make it look good, then we got issues.
You think he made that fro look good back in 99?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Well, you both jumped on that?
He frosted it and all.
You don't think there's one look he hasn't not looked good?
No, he always looks good.
Nah.
Has he got new teeth?
I have no idea.
Everyone has, I think.
Because he's starting to look a bit like Conor McGregor now.
Talking to New Year's resolutions, that's what I'm going for.
That's your New Year's resolution?
New teeth,
Is
yeah.
that going to be the...
Veneers, yeah. I want to glare off of
Where are we going?
Turkey.
How's it in Turkey? I'm getting a hair transplant this year.
We're all going to Turkey then. What are
I'm
you going to
doing
do in
it.
Turkey?
I'm doing it myself,
Okay.
not in Turkey.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's going to be fun.
on the podcast. So make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and all those other things if you want to see me do my own hair transplant. I was going to go somewhere with this, and I can't remember. Oh, hey. Something just happened in the background of our podcast that you two are going to be very excited about.
Okay.
And this might make no sense.
Okay.
Conor Gallagher's made a foul.
Oh.
Bet responsibly. And my New Year's resolution is to win more betting on Conor Gallagher.
Filthy rich.
Be filthy rich from betting.
Well, I
Bet
just missed out
responsibly.
on 20 extra pounds, so.
That is true. I shouldn't have brought that. But Bruno just gained 20 extra pounds.
I gained 100, man.
Oh my god.
We figure out the odds there, Bruno. Hey, guys, bet responsibly.
Yeah.
And in the new year, guys, in real seriousness, no one should bet.
No.
But hey, we might.
Man, you become avid bettors.
It's great.
Yeah, but
fun.
it's just small bets. Like we're big into betting in the sense of 30p for 9 different things to happen in one game, and you get 16 quid.
Did you just miss when we were younger and you went into the video store and you used to get the penny pick and mix stuff? Is that the sort of...
It's the same
That's
thing.
the kind of money we're trying to win, yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
someone
cool.
said the other day, is that retirement money, Scott? And
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's 16 quid that I might probably not win because I've got to have 14,000 things happen in one game.
That you'll then spend on just some hot milk. Some hot milk.
Some hot milk at New Year's because, as Joe would say, the catering business and service, things like that are awful.
Mate, I'd say Starbucks is awful.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead.
No,
Tell me.
That's just straight up. If I had a preference of what I would do, Starbucks would be very, very low down my list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, because this is
I'm a coffee guy. Hey, I'm a coffee guy.
Yeah,
You are,
you are.
yeah. I've also got 3 coffee stations out there as
You
well.
have, and they're
I
all
can make
exactly
them
the same.
And he's not using any of them. He's using the
So
cafeteria.
my New Year's resolution is to make more coffee.
Well, this is it.
There you go.
That's what they're saying. But as far as New Year's resolution goes, has anyone got any particular ones?
Now you put us on the spot.
I had one in my
Feel
mind a
feel
minute ago.
Well, there's a clear
Go
one that I'll do if you guys are too stupid not to go.
No, I've got it.
Because these two morons aren't going to say it. My New Year's resolution is to build this podcast,
Oh,
baby.
100. That is my main goal.
And to see the other Peppercorns in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the 2 other Peppercorns that are currently in Vegas on the way back to Orlando, pretty deadly boys from the WWE. We're hoping to get out there, see them a little bit more, do some bits with them. But the other thing is to build this Peppercorn Boys podcast. And we have another one. Hey, Bruno, don't be alarmed. But Joe and I have a football Premier League, talking of betting, Premier League based podcast.
So you telling me you're not putting 100% into this podcast? Because don't tell me that you're putting 100% into both.
No, we're actually putting
we all know
150 into both.
Statistically not possible.
Well, there's 2 of us, and both of us are really hardworking, so we do 150 each.
Okay,
So
alright.
that makes it 300%.
Wow.
So it's actually 3 times what you're doing
Wow.
for one podcast.
Wow.
So
But
is it
can I just say the name of it? It's Gunners R Us podcast. God, Jesus. Someone download it.
Is it better for 2 people to put 50% in and still get the same result, or is it better for 1 person to try and put 100%?
Be careful who you're talking to.
Yeah, it depends how much you're paying, Joe. Like, if I'm paying you both, I want the one person putting 100%, mate.
So both putting in 100%. So you're saying from us too, we give 200%.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's what the
maybe.
Gunners RS podcast is getting. And you're also getting 200% from us. This podcast is getting 300%.
This is what I just said. You're right. I don't know if you heard what I said, but that's a really good idea.
Change your battery, mate, all right?
Joe's getting tired. We did wake him up to come here. He's been up for 9 hours.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. I was going to say, but going back to what Bruno said, you're scaring the cab.
It's okay, ladies, okay.
Going back to what Bruno said, if I'm paying two of you,
Yeah.
I want 100% from both of you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I've heard that from your mouth before, and it was in New Orleans. That's what I'm saying. I've been there. I've seen it. I've heard it.
Yeah. What happens on Bourbon Street stays on Bourbon Street, okay?
I was actually going to swing it, and because you guys didn't have anything for New Year's resolutions, was who are you going to be more like this year?
You're playing this so serious.
What did it?
I'm going to say lightheaded then. Who am I going to be more like
Yeah, who
this
are you
year?
going to be more like this year?
I'm going to live my life more like Burt Reynolds, I think.
So when I was deciphering this show in my head on the way here in the car,
Yeah.
without a phone, because I'd lost that in amongst today.
Yeah.
I don't know where. No, I still don't know where my phone is. It might be in a ditch. It could be somewhere.
Because you never explained what actually happened to your phone.
I don't know.
Left it. Big man just
It
left
disappeared when I landed, I think.
So it's outside somewhere.
It might be. I don't know. We'll find out later. I thought I'm going to ask this question because Bruno's going to get confused because he's confused by everything. And Joe will say Burt Reynolds. And I thought, that's interesting. That was, but I'm just happy that I figured out. I'm going to be more like Elliot Stabler.
Who the hell is Elliot Stabler?
The fact that you don't know that is a worry, but it's Law and Order SVU.
Oh.
Elliot Stabler.
I know who that is.
I was watching one last night, and this guy, this bad guy, he was interrogating. He said, "What are you doing, tough guy?" And he said that directly in his face, and he laughed. Yeah. And I like that. I'm going to say that more this year.
I feel like I'm going to be more like Jean-Claude Van Damme
Oh.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No.
Elaborate.
End off, mate.
Well, you're going to wash your hands before you eat.
See, for someone who doesn't get that reference at all, that was so weird for me.
That is a niche reference.
There was a Sky One program
Yeah.
about Jean-Claude Van Damme, I don't know who else, and the Big Show from the WWE.
Yeah.
And who was the presenter?
In my head, it was Louis Theroux.
In my head, it was Ian Wright, and I don't know why.
Whoa. That's two different.
Very different.
Yeah.
But a big part of it was him saying that he washed his hand before he urinates.
Mate, that's.
And
I actually respect that, to be honest.
I respect it if
You don't
he
have to put
also
dirty
washes
hands on
them
your
off.
piece, do you?
Well, there's your New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Stop putting dirty hands on your piece. But I also would say, does he wash them afterwards? I don't know.
I think
so.
he does. I think he
Yeah.
does.
So it's either side. That makes sense.
It's double wash, mate.
Totally makes sense.
He's bookending.
He is, yeah.
Question though.
Yeah.
Why did you say WWE like that?
Because Michael Cole says it like that.
Okay, fair.
WWE.
All right.
Well, you say it quickly.
WWE.
Yeah, but you just don't sound like you're saying the right word.
You'll get it in the neck for saying it like that.
Yeah.
Do you think?
WWE.
Yeah, WWE.
Welcome to WWE Raw.
There you go. Now you say it.
Welcome to WWE Raw.
Wee Raw.
That's all I heard. You're not saying it correctly. It's
No.
WWE.
Is it?
I don't know.
All right, fair.
I just say it that
Let
way.
us know in the comments, please.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Hey, if this year your New Year's resolution should be to say WWE more than that.
Yeah.
Because you see when I said it that way, it just sounded a bit throwaway.
Okay, so this year's New Year's resolution is for me to get some kind of job where I say WWE.
Yeah, this podcast just say it every week. I think I've said it in every podcast. I don't know why, but I have.
It's just something that I picked up on, and I feel like our listeners have picked up on.
What, the WWE?
Yeah, you put it. You definitely change your cadence when you go to.
I did a
you
wrestling
have to,
radio show for about 6 years, and I used to say it that way.
Yeah.
And I said it that way because Michael Cole says it that way. And that's all I've got for you.
And he's the king of the game.
100%.
Talking to kings of the game.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Talking to kings of the game.
Yeah.
Barack Obama.
Okay.
Talking queens of the game.
Queens of the game.
People I'm going to be more like this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama.
I understand.
What's Shelley done?
Well, Shelley has done a lot of things, but she has made a film.
I know. I noticed that as well. They were executive producers on
Executive producers.
Were they actually executive
Yeah.
producers on that?
And this is,
Scott made us watch this film last
that.
night.
Which is a worry considering what the film's about.
well, this is what I kind of want to talk about it because this podcast will live way beyond us.
Yeah, they will. And spoiler alert, so we're talking about Leave the World Behind on Netflix.
Yes. With Julia Roberts
and Ethan Hawke.
And Kevin Bacon. And Ethan Hawke. He's so cool.
Yeah.
I love Ethan Hawke. I like Kevin Bacon as well.
Rocking a Dallas Cowboys hat in that film, I think.
Kevin Bacon is, yeah. Early doors, Bruno said, the Scottish order. He had a good laugh at that. I think he was eating a glizzy at the time as well, in my head anyway. You were, with loads of sauce.
That sounds good.
Yeah, just do that after.
So yeah, they were were they actually
yes,
legit?
100%.
Wow.
And that film, obviously, here's the thing. This
No,
is what you
don't.
I'm not going to do it Bruno's type. I'm not going to do it Bruno's type of guy, but Bruno's the type of guy that it's a little bit too much for him. You know, Bruno, his favorite films are things like Titanic, these kind of make-believe films that aren't about real events, like Titanic.
Oh, wow.
Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
Pearl Harbor, he loves Pearl Harbor. That happened though. And then
Is that
also, what other films do you like? Power Rangers, if that was a film.
I think that happened.
That was a film.
That actually happened.
Mario Kart, is that a program?
Happened. That happened.
Super Mario. So
Right. And then,
Peaches!
yeah. Peaches.
I sung that in the car the other day, and Scott and Lissy were looking at me so strange. They were like,
No, we played that song, and you looked at us strange.
You didn't like that?
Oh, it's funny how you do that, isn't it?
You're manipulating me there.
You don't like that.
You're manipulating me there.
Oh.
But Bruno likes those kinds of films, like The Notebook.
Yeah.
He'll watch Batman, and he'll quote that because...
Hey, I'm a huge rom-com guy and comic book guy.
I understand.
Obviously, this film was shot extremely well. There was an amazing plot line. It was a great finish. There was these subplots that kind of really made you think and made you think about the world. Obviously, that was too much for the big man. Because every time I looked over there, he was whacking his hand against his thigh and eating a breakfast bar. It was 11 o'clock at night. So that was kind of how he kept himself entertained.
No, I'm not having that. It was a delight bar, and it was. The
film wasn't a delight. The bar was
a normal bar. I enjoyed the film thoroughly.
But
the editing was a little bit weird because I'm very into the mind and videography and the cinematography.
Yeah, this was unbelievable. This is going to win Oscars for the cinematography. Simple blah blah.
All right, if it wins an Oscar for cinematography, anything in it,
right?
You can pick something for me to do because I don't think it will.
Okay.
I'm
going to have you cut your hands off.
Wow.
That's mine.
Wow.
That's what I've gone with.
Wow. But it just had quirky little edits and quirky little things, which I, one, enjoyed, but two, also made me feel a little bit dizzy at times. But no, it was
probably the through lines were so strong that was what was making you dizzy.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Good film.
I thought it was amazing. And the fact that there's so many little things in there about how we rely on things like entertainment and that to get ourselves through, how we value money and things like that above ourselves. The Civil War.
Treat your elders.
Yeah, the Civil War of the fact that once someone puts, something in the way, it could then, we all turn on each other. And that's the easiest way. And how, we all have to come together, things like that. And that is probably why me and British should stop being at each other so much.
Maybe because a day will come.
Well, there is a day.
Oh.
September 17th, 2024.
All right, so
What's that?
By September 17th, 2024.
Like and subscribe to our podcast. Yeah, go on.
Scott and I have to become
friends again.
Like, we have to become amicable.
I hate the way you do that.
Talking of New Resolutions, I said I was going to laugh back because last night I did a laugh that Bruno very much enjoyed.
Did he?
I don't remember what it was. I don't think I could hear it again.
It was a stage laugh. And he put it all in there, and I loved it.
Yeah, my eyes were going and everything.
It was similar.
I don't want to see how I look during that. So can we cut that as well? Because guys, you don't realise, but Bruno's cut 3 or 4 different things. Bruno's had indigestion 9 times during this, and we've had to cut all of them.
He also said amicable and vomited on himself.
Yeah. We had to clean him up and change his jumper. We had 2 of those weirdly textured jumpers on us, which was cool. September 17th.
What is that?
So if you, in that film, there's certain things like the picture in the front room changes throughout. The picture in the bedroom, the waves change throughout. It gets worse as the Civil War is growing.
Yeah.
This is definitely a spoiler alert if people still...
Yeah, well, you threw a spoiler alert earlier.
Okay.
It's been long enough, I think.
It's been long enough. And obviously they need this information. This is huge. And then on the satellite, there's QR codes. On the maps, there's QR codes. If you look at them, they give you dates.
Oh my goodness.
And if you look up those dates, and even at the end of the film, there's a date that comes up on a computer.
Yeah.
It's the same date. That date correlates exactly to a solar eclipse, which is what you see from the moon. It's not an actual.
Isn't that a lunar eclipse?
It wasn't a lunar. It was a solar.
solar.
It was one of them, and they only happen on certain dates. The next one is due 24 or the 17th of September 2024.
Oh, no.
And everything in the film, if you look up it all, is all coming back to that day, and they showed one.
And the former president and first lady were involved in this. What
And-
do they know?
And the civil war is caused by essentially the government
Yeah.
going into hiding and accepting everyone's going to just start fighting.
Because this is what I said to Lisa when we were watching it. Why are they involved in this? And why is this information on this? They know something.
Yeah. And Lisa, if you don't know who that is Joe's cuddly toy. He's gone crazy.
It's the cat's name.
It's the guy. He talks about her in third person.
Don't listen to them.
No,
Lisa.
Lisa is Joe's other half.
Aw.
We're inside her house.
And she's also keeping the other one very quiet.
Yeah, Sylvester, the crazy dog. But no, that film I thought was really good, but I did think it was a couple steps above the big man, obviously. But no, we can bring it down. We can watch. What's that now? Animated Spider-Man that's come out now? You like that, probably, don't you?
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, that'd be nice for your speed. We'll watch that tonight. Bring you down.
Spider first one. Okay, I'll hold you to that.
Honestly, couldn't think of anything worse to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
But I was trying to extend an olive branch because of the date that's upcoming. And instantly you were like, we're going to watch all three, I think you just said.
I didn't say we're going to watch all three.
Oh, check.
There's only two
You said you're gonna
Spider.
have to watch all three.
There's only two Spider-Verses.
Yeah, but why would you say we have to watch all three tonight?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter because people have just seen how look, and now you can see what he does to me.
Nah,
He manipulates.
You're a master manipulator. You are.
Well, probably not because I don't think you said three and it's on tape.
Okay.
So
well,
basically,
we'll see.
this
I'll
is
double check.
such a true
I'll
worker
double check.
and entertainer. I'm trying to big you up really
Yeah.
by bringing you down.
And because of all the Playboy talk, I'm going to go rewatch all the Kendra programs.
Okay, I didn't know where that was
Wow.
going.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was going. All the Playboy talk. that was 20 minutes ago. Kendra, who was going out with a guy who messed up Bruno's Super Bowl hopes of the Colts.
Yeah. Hank Gasket. Hank.
it?
Yeah.
It's Hank something, I
It
know
was
that.
definitely Hank something.
Because there was a program called Kendra and Hank.
And he fumbled the onside
Sidekick in the second
recovery. And we lost to the New Orleans Saints.
Wasn't that happening
Down
in the program
Miami.
as well?
Down
I
in
swear.
Miami.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so are you telling me that it was all for, like...
You can relive
It was
that.
all scripted?
Yeah.
No,
The Colts are a pawn in a reality show.
I'm
and
100%. Well, the NFL scripted from year to year.
well, yeah,
anyway.
obviously, the scriptwriters
So,
obviously haven't
Obviously,
fired.
they just like intertwined it with that.
You turned up in a bad mood. You turned up in a bad mood today.
I did.
You turned up in a bad mood, and I thought,
You
as soon as I get there, he's going to instantly go, don't have anything for you. Let's film this podcast.
Alright.
We got 9 ring lights here.
Oh.
I've got 6 cameras catching all of us. Look.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is
we're
like-
all of there. We got all of this going on. He sets it up and he's like, ha ha ha, and I can tell he's got something going on in his head.
Oh,
and as soon
how
as we
dare
start, I'm
you.
like, what's your news? What's your news?
How
I don't know, you
dare
figure it
you.
out. You carry the podcast. I knew you were in a bad mood.
Ow. Ouch.
So,
Chill.
And still he has nothing for me. I'm out. I'm like George Jenko.
if
Go.
you guys are aiming to be more amicable,
Yeah, it's not a good way to start, is it?
I agree with that.
we got a long year ahead of us.
we have
Well, till September.
Well, yeah, we have a 9
We
months.
might need to go to a bit of couples therapy, if I'm being honest.
And this is how you win me back. Not because I love therapy,
Yeah.
because my therapy is simply watching Arsenal Football Club,
Oh,
which makes me way worse.
yeah.
And we got hey, we have a rising cock
No.
in the room, and we're not talking Big Red. We got Saffron in the corner. Eh? Hey,
Hey, there's only one person that's allowed to call me Big Red, and that's Hazen Bourbon Street. Alright?
Woo!
good
The
bring around.
ghosts
Good bring
of
around. Good
Bourbon
bring around. Good
Street.
bring around. But no, you won me back over there. I must admit,
Yeah,
Because you offered a
cool.
solution.
you
Yeah,
offered
exactly.
a solution,
Yeah, that's
and
what
it's
it
more
was.
than you've offered all day. I fell over, didn't even get out of his car.
Nah, I brought the window down, but are you alright?
Yeah, he didn't even turn his head. You know?
You alright?
Yeah, you just gave it the old Bradley Cooper from Star is Born. You're like, hey, I just wanted to look at you.
Oh, is that a line?
That's-
I get it. Might be a Mandela effect. I don't know.
Yeah.
In my head, it's
The,
like,
who do you want to be more like this
Elliot
year?
Stabler, I've already talked about it.
Oh, who is Elliot Stabler?
He's from
Please.
Law and Order.
Oh,
He's the main guy. Okay, no, I'm going to break this down for the people. Okay? If you want to see who's carrying the ship, Earlier, I explained some maths. Joe then explained it. Bruno's then just asked me another question. It's taken him 30 minutes into the podcast to go, do you know what? He's done this with his finger. He's wagged his finger. Do you know what? Who do you want to be more like? That's what he should come up with. 30 minutes of thinking.
My God.
And it's a question I've already answered.
Oh, chill. Hey.
Why is it when my voice broke that for each other? Is it trauma?
Maybe feel like...
Is it trauma? Oh, sorry, Cabby Lee. I've upset the dog now.
So what we're going to do in the future is we're going to get a couples therapist on the show.
Yes. Yeah.
in the form of
Me.
two paddles. I was going to say just two paddles in a game. And a game I got for Chico Sano.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I think it's been a complete bust. I think you two have hardly even been awake during this podcast, and I've tried to carry it. I've fallen today. I've carried a podcast. I even set this all up. I take back what I said. I set this all up. And now look at this.
I think I set it up first, and then you were like, I must have some control here. And then you just did it all yourself.
I think this has been an absolute success.
I think it's been a beautiful one, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I'll tell you this, okay? Let's release two copies of this podcast. Wait, do you not like my hand movements?
No, it's the posture you're going on.
No, I've turned away because of why?
Yeah.
Why? Don't remember what I was going to say. I'm just going to say, let's just release two episodes of this podcast. One of this one, where I'm just carrying the ship. And then the other one, could you just mute me and just see what we got left? See what we got left. And do you know what you hear?
Wow.
A really cool idea about mathematics, and then you asking me about Elliott Stabler later on, 9, 10, 15 minutes after I've already asked about it.
Hey.
So I'm going to bring it forward. So the next show is going to have a couples therapist.
It seems that way, yeah. It's going to have. I might have to do some couple therapy because this has brought me to the brink, and I'm going to have to do a full 360 in the chair.
I don't like this is the first episode of the new year.
We're starting off hot.
We're starting very hot. So the only way is up.
The only way is up.
And if you want to have a baby, you got 9 months because
Joe's cut it. And what's that?
That's Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. That's it. I couldn't think of what it was.
Oh,
that's what I did last
Joe
time.
likes making that noise, doesn't he?
He does. It's one of those, I don't know, we've got 9 months. 9 months to build this podcast. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to be like Elliott Stabler.
Where do you reckon we'll be in 9 months? How many subscribers?
I think we'll have 15 subscribers and we'll be in a bunker.
I think we should start planning and building a bunker now.
Okay.
And then we can call it the Peppercorn Bunker Podcast or something like. That's where it is. Mm-hmm. Basically, let's just do a Joe Rogan and like just
hunker down.
hunker down.
Hunker down in our bunker.
Create like this very non-aesthetic podcast that you had for such a long time, and then that's what we do.
Yeah, we'll go big. Yeah. We'll go big. We'll have some wood paneling.
Where is our bunker going to be? Like, is it going to be Wales? Is it going to be
somewhere in
England?
Wales?
Or is it going to be America? Like, what are we going to do?
No one's coming after Wales. Have you seen the army planes going over the top of Wales? They protect Wales.
From the sounds of it, America might be at the start of all this.
Yeah.
So I think we should stay here.
Okay.
And I feel like the English aren't that like World War.
The only beauty of this though is the Americans don't really know where Wales is.
No one knows where Wales is. It's attached to England.
I think we're
no one
fine.
knows it.
Attached, but yeah.
We're like Switzerland. We're solid.
Yeah, it's very wet, so we could dig easier.
Yeah.
To make the
That's
bunker.
true. Yeah. A lot of mountains.
But I've also touched Bruno's hands, and he hasn't worked a day in his life. So it's going to be tough for him to get. I don't think he's ever touched a spade in his life.
Hey, just because someone looks after
Their hands,
yeah. I'm not going to say periods because then that will just get you like riled up and you'll just go.
I think you're gorgeous.
Like a little doggy. So I'm not going to say I look after my appearance, but yes, this morning I put on some nice little. Whilst you were getting changed, I was like, do you know what? I'll put on a little bit of theme because I worked hard over Christmas and my hands got a little bit. They went back to the chefing days when I had to wear the stupid little Mickey Mouse gloves, alright? Mm-hmm. It wasn't a choice. Do you think I want to wear Mickey Mouse gloves before I go to bed and where I go to bed? No,
honestly,
I don't. But sometimes I have to look after my hands because they're a little... Hey, we brought this up as well. I'm ginger. I'm fair, alright? And
you're fair.
My skin just... It doesn't like anything, alright?
Don't like anything.
It doesn't like it. It doesn't like being brushed by paper, let alone clean. But there was a day where we were traveling. I think it was over here, and Scott was driving, and we both went to get something in the centre console.
Oh yeah, we touched hands.
And his skin on his hands is the roughest.
It's like a rattlesnake's been out in the desert.
But I could tell that my
I thought my skin was going to break his skin by just touching hands.
I think we've been outside more than we've been inside.
Yeah, he's translucent. If you were actually in a person, like he's tracing paper. Like I saw him actually cut himself grabbing the steering wheel once. Like he is.
Hey.
It's like a freshly born baby.
I'm delicate, all right?
Yeah, he's very delicate.
Yeah.
And the worst part is he bleeds all the time. He always passes out. You know that from episode 1.
Exactly. So yeah, that's
Oh, I've got a really good question actually. It's taken me 20 minutes. Who do you want to be like this year?
I did mine, right?
He doesn't give me anything.
I want to be myself.
There you go.
Good answer.
Good answer. Strong.
Solid.
No, I did. I gave the Jean-Claude Van Damme one.
Yeah, but
Is that
just,
not enough for you?
No, it's just funny.
I like the idea of you being yourself.
The muscles from Brussels.
Sprinkling a little bit of Jean-Claude Van Damme on
No,
top.
I can't think of the other one.
What was that reference? Yeah. What?
In Friends.
Oh no, I was thinking.
I think your friend very hot.
Yes. So hard.
So
I
hard.
think I went into Peppercorns, didn't I?
So hard.
So hard.
Oh my God, this man is dead.
That's it. That's the presentation. Interestingly, same episode of Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
It's all coming full circle.
Wow.
And who do I want to be more like this year? Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So that's been the podcast. As soon as this ends, I'm going to shout you both. And then I'm going to subscribe to my own channel because you should too. Because we're over on YouTube. We're the Peppercorn Boys. You should see the thumbnails. This kid here. I talk a lot of trash about this guy over here. It's all just in jest. You know, the thumbnails, the level of production that we've got going here. Honestly, it looks like a porn set.
It does, yeah.
It looks incredible. It really.
We are live from the Playboy Mansion.
We are live from the Playboy.
That's why we talk about it so much.
And you can see that over on our YouTube, the Peppercorn Boys. Smash that subscribe, smash a like, let your friends know about it. Maybe even leave a comment underneath about what you think about Michelle Obama, because she's wonderful.
Yeah.
And anywhere you get your podcast, give us a download. Download every episode, tell all your friends, do all those cool things. And that's it really. Because this year we're going to build the pod. We're going to get up to that 15 subscriber limit.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
And we're going to build our bunker with the money that you give us. Because give us your dirty little money, your dirty little peppercorns.
Yeah.
Do you like being called peppercorns?
They are our little peppercorns. I hope by now that they've realised that we are, as a collective, peppercorns, and that's...
We're a family.
Because there are multiple peppercorns out there, you know?
There's multiple. I've seen it in the analytics.
Yeah.
There's one in Russia.
Exactly.
On that note,
Yeah.
fuck you, Bruno.